This story is called Timmy Tank Adventures. Timmy Tank prepares for exercise. Timmy Tank was normally a happy tank. He was always smiling and had lots of good friends. Ollie, the off-roader, was his best friend. Ollie was happiest driving across the countrysides with Timmy. Their home was in Tidworth, next to a huge army training area called Salisbury Plain. This was the best place in the whole wide world for them because they could do a lot of what they loved best: exercise. Timmy and Ollie were very excited because they were going to help the army play war games like grown-up cowboys and Indians the very next day. Tomorrow they all had a chance to camp outside with the soldiers and roar around Salisbury Plain. Timmy would also get to fire his gun. Corporal Charlie, Timmy's driver, tried to start Timmy's engine up at the tank garage, but a huge puff of smoke came out from the exhausts and it made a horrible noise. Went his engine, followed by a phoot as the smoke bellowed out. Timmy's heart dropped to the bottom of his track wheels with horror. Corporal Charlie was an experienced soldier who knew what to do. He went to look in the spare engine in the stores, but the store was empty. "Oh no," said Timmy sadly. "I won't be able to go out and fire my gun." Ollie looked very sad too. Timmy was very popular. He and his friends would miss Timmy very much if he couldn't come out to play. Desmond Drop, the biggest lorry you have ever seen, went brum, brum, as he moved over to Timmy. "What is the matter, Timmy?" he asked. "You look very sad." "My engine is broken and there isn't another one in the stores. I can't go out with you all tomorrow," mumbled Timmy miserably. "Timmy, don't worry. I can collect a new engine for you and I'll be back very soon. You wait and see." Desmond was so strong. He knew he could carry an engine even though it was heavy. The enormous metal shutter, which acted as the garage door, went clatter, clatter, clatter as Corporal Charlie opened it. "Roar, roar," went Desmond as he headed off down the road on his very important mission. As darkness started to creep around the hangar, silence fell over Timmy and his friends apart from extremely noisy closed box beside Timmy, which had the words ammunition stamped on the lid. The ammunition were not happy about being packed so tightly together and were making a huge fuss about it. Billy Bullet said in an irritated voice, "Bertie, move over. You are hurting me." "No, I'm not. Look, there's lots of space for all of us," groaned Bertie. "Please, will you all be quiet?" grumbled Timmy. "I really don't have to listen to you all night. We need to sleep so we can be all strong for the army games tomorrow. I do hope Desmond gets back in time, Timmy thought. Much later, when it was even darker and colder in the large hangar, Ollie crept over to Timmy, who was the only vehicle not covered in camouflage netting. Timmy, Kathy Crane and I have been talking, and we believe Desmond will make it back in time. He's extremely strong and clever. He will find his way. It is nearly morning now, and he is still not back, uttered Timmy, as a tear rolled down his cheek. Something must have happened to him. Ollie didn't know what to say. He felt so sad for his friend. All they could do was keep hoping that Desmond would arrive any moment now. He fell asleep, dreaming of Timmy with them all out on exercise. Everyone in the hangar woke up with a start to the sound of a horn. Toot, 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 and the screeching of wheels. Corporal Charlie was talking into his walkie-talkie as he ran over to the metal shutter and pressed the button, which said, "Open." "Good morning, Timmy," grinned Desmond as he drove up to him. "I told you I would be back in time. I would have been back sooner, but the main road was blocked, so I had to find another way back." All Timmy's friends waved their barrels in the air, cheering, "Hooray!" Desmond and Timmy could hear a whirr as Kathy glided alongside her friends. Kathy was a very caring and pretty crane. All the vehicles really liked her. "Good morning, boys," she smiled as she dropped the long metal chains she used to lift things and then attach them to the old engine. "Let's get out this old engine out of you, Timmy, and replace it with a new one that Desmond has bought." Carefully and cleverly, Kathy lifted all the old engine out of Timmy and put it on Desmond's back. She then lowered the new engine gently into Timmy. Once Corporal Charlie had connected the new engine, Timmy was soon roaring happily through the tank garage. Kathy winked at Timmy. "You are ready to go." "Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone," shouted Timmy repeatedly as he whizzed round and round and round, just missing Desmond with his gun. He was so happy and grateful. He could now take part in the Army's important war games with all his friends on Salisbury Plain. Timmy, Ollie and all his other friends lined up outside the hangar ready to play. "Follow me!" shouted Timmy as he led them all out of camp and onto Salisbury Plain for a brilliant game of cowboys and Indians. Bang! Bang! Timmy was back to his brilliant best, firing his gun and roaring around. Timmy and his friends had learned a valuable lesson. It is good to help each other. The end.